All of the victims were our babies. We had them from the time they were born until 4 years old. We ran a class.
A Saginaw County couple speaking out about the sex abuse scandal that has rocked a mid-Michigan church. The scandal continued in court today as a pastor of the Living Word Church in Midland had a pretrial hearing. 2 other people with ties to the church leadership have also been charged. Now, Terry, the people you spoke with were members of the church?
They were, yes. Dan and Dana Stahl started attending the Living Word Church in Midland in 1990. They helped out in the nursery. They thought they were serving God. But after the events of the past few years, they feel they were following a false prophet.
We loved it. We absolutely loved it.
Dana Stahl is talking about the time when she and her husband Dan were members of the Living Word Church in Midland County, which is under the umbrella of Mark Barkley Ministries. They worked in the nursery of the church for years, but scaled back their time after Dan was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. When the pandemic hit in 2020, they were disappointed with how the church handled the health crisis.
The members of the church's response was that it was tyranny. Mark Barkley called our governor whacked.
Stahl is referring to Mark Barkley, known as the Preacher of Righteousness. After the pandemic, the sex abuse allegations began. First, church elder Brandon Saylor was charged in 2023, accused of sexually abusing 4 children. Saylor was sentenced to 5 to 15 years in prison.
And then from there, it just all snowballed.
Saylor's father, Associate Pastor Randy Saylor, is also charged with sex offenses with children. And Pastor James Randolph, the son-in-law of Mark Barkley, both pictured here, is accused of sexually assaulting a girl years ago. Both Randolph and Saylor are on leave from the church.
One of our jobs was to protect and keep those children safe while the church was going on and while,
Which we did.
Which we did.
None of the incidences happened at the church. We understand that, right? It's the culture of the church that groomed these girls.
That were groomed.
The Stahls feel the ministry handled the sex assault accusations just like it handled the pandemic.
Mark Barkley has been extremely intimidating from the pulpit, calling victims liars, those that support victims liars, possessed by demons, Satan's puppet.
Randolph had been convicted along with other men of sexual assault of a minor in Jackson, Michigan in 1985. I contacted the church to see if I could speak with Mark Barkley, and his son Josh replied with his statement, writing in part, "We'd remain committed to taking all necessary steps to ensure the safety and well-being of every member, especially our children. To that end, we recently engaged an independent investigator to review our internal safety and protective practices, and their findings were positive." The Stahls are not convinced.
Get caught in this cult brain where, I'll just feel so fearful that I'm somehow out of the will of God by standing up for these kids, and I just have to, self-talk my way through that, saying that's not God, Dana. You're doing the right thing standing up for the kids.
They attend the court hearings of the accused and hope others who still follow Barkley and his ministries will do what they did and leave.
I would like to see the doors closed. I really would.
I would agree, 100%.
That church should be closed, you feel?
Yes.
Yes.
Now back to court. In James Randolph's case, it's not clear what happened late this afternoon in that hearing, but his trial is expected to begin on the 21st of this month. Randy Saylor's trial is expected to begin in September.